What's good? It's your boy Jay. That's me. Let's discuss Monday Night Raw from March the 25th, 2024. This show was solid as a rock. This show was solid as concrete. This was tremendous. Excellent. Oh my gosh. I am so pumped and excited for WrestleMania. I ain't gonna hold you guys up. This was lit. So we kick the show off with Cody Rhodes. He comes out and he says that he understands that if Reigns hates him, he's gonna take away his chance to have a wank fest with his cousin at WrestleMania. That was great. That was a fun little line right there. So Cody wants everyone to point with him at the sign. He said he can't do it alone. He said he's gonna ask everyone to have his back on April 6th. And April 7th. And then The Rock comes out. And there is a massive showdown. The fans chant, "This is awesome." The fans also say, "Holy shit, this was great." And then The Rock just whispers something to Cody. We don't know what he said, but it took Cody aback, and this was great, man. I thoroughly enjoyed this. This was a kick-ass segment. This was great. This was excellent. Excellent. I love this. This was tremendous. Moving on. So, Jackie Redmond, she's backstage. She's wanting to get an interview from The Rock. Rock's like, nah. She said, he says, go ask Cody what happened. What he said. And then The Rock dips out. This was great. This was tremendous. I love this. I really did love this. So, Rhea Ripley and the rest of Judgment Day, there was Dirty Dom. So Rhea knows that Dom has unfinished business with his father and what he talked about on SmackDown. So Dom apologizes. Damian Priest tells JD McDonough to handle Ricochet, which he fails. So Finn Balor isn't happy that Dom and JD McDonough have looked like fools against Ricochet. Damian Priest has a plan for WrestleMania. Jenny McDonough says that he's got Ricochet's number. And then Rhea Ripley just tells him just to go win. And then Dom ensures that they will, which that doesn't happen. So, first match tonight, Jenny McDonough versus Ricochet. Ricochet wins. Very long match. Didn't give really a damn about it. Ricochet is just there. I don't care about Ricochet. All he does is kicks and flips, and he's boring. He has no promo to him. No substance to him at all. No character. He's just there. He really is. So, Ricochet wins via the shooting star press. Moving on. So, main event, Jey Uso. He says that he's gonna be facing Shinsuke Nakamura in the main event. I'm like, okay. Next, CM Punk comes out. This was great. This was tremendous. Punk was on another level. Why? Because it was Chicago. We haven't seen him in about a good 8 weeks, basically. So a good 2 months. So, he basically wants to tell everybody, what he's been doing at WrestleMania. They were saying, he said, is there going to be, is he going to be a referee? He thought about that 10 years ago. He's like, hell nah. But now he's thinking about it. Is he going to be on commentary? He said he's got a bone to pick with Roman Reigns. And then CM Punk said he doesn't listen to Pat McAfee's shows, but he mentions that he listens to The Experience and The Drive-Thru. So a nod to Jim Cornette. And I know wrestling Twitter lost their shit, which is always funny because they're geeks. He says my bad. He said that he would like to talk about another guy, that being Seth Rollins. He says that Rollins wears high heels mainly. He said he wants to talk to Drew McIntyre. So Drew comes out. Punk then tells the crew to cut off the music. He said, get your bitch ass into the ring right now. So McIntyre's on the stage and everything else. McIntyre says the last time they were in the ring, he stomped Punk's injured arm. McIntyre prayed for this. CM Punk asked if he's a Scottish psychopath in a kilt or a troll in a skirt. McIntyre then says he can be canceled on Twitter for talking like that. So Drew then begins to walk to the ring. He says, this is divine intervention. McIntyre points out the checklist on his shirt, which includes injuring CM Punk. CM Punk says that he's never had to sell a t-shirt with another man's name on it. McIntyre says, for someone who's straight edge, not drinking or doing drugs, he sure spends a lot of time doing rehab. That was great. This was great. So McIntyre then gets on the commentary table. McIntyre says he doesn't hate Punk. He said that CM Punk completes him. And then CM Punk just tells Chicago to boo him, to boo Drew McIntyre. This was great. I love this. This was excellent. Excellent stuff here. Excellent. McIntyre says that Punk is his muse. When he's lifting weights, Punk could never do it in his prime. But he uses what he did to Punk to the last rep. Elimination Chamber, there, as the first man in, having busted an eardrum, thought of entering Punk helped him preserve. So Punk tells him to get into the ring. McIntyre mentions he probably will have a weapon because they're in Chicago, which is hilarious. So McIntyre sits on the table Indian style. He says he wants Punk to have a front row seat at WrestleMania. He said he knows that he's the chosen one. Punk asked who chose him. Who? What paragon of a good virtue chose McIntyre? It wasn't the people of Chicago or San Diego. And we all know Drew was talking about Vince McMahon, which was great. Yeah, that was hilarious. So McIntyre says all Punk is good at is running his mouth. He's still months away from coming back, so he should get it all out now. McIntyre feels like a fan watching. So Punk should be on commentary at WrestleMania. So Seth Rollins comes out. This is great. So Seth Rollins gets on the mic. He talks major shit about CM Punk. So CM Punk says it could be Seth Rollins' show, but it's his city. Seth Rollins says if they're done talking, they can, if they're done trying to out-troll each other, they can get down to business. And these two morons having any brain cells between them, they would know you don't get to make decisions. He does. Since they want to take everyone's opinion into account except the champion, why don't they have a poll, Chicago? So then Seth Rollins asked the crowd if they want CM Punk to be on commentary or referee. Seth Rollins says CM Punk injured his counting arm. CM Punk drops down. He counts off his left arm, which was funny. So CM Punk pops up, says it's going off the rails. And then he calls both Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre dipshits, which was bleeped out, which was great. And then McIntyre says, keep it PG, Punk. Punk says, nope, which is hilarious. So Rollins says he didn't think anything of Punk. Punk had it crossed his mind since last time they were in the ring. Punk is a non-factor. If Punk wants to be a commentary referee at WrestleMania, it doesn't matter. Seth Rollins says the people don't think he needs Punk. The truth is Punk needs Seth Rollins to have a moment. Having Punk narrate Rollins' final hour excites him. The way things are going for Punk, this is the closest he'll get to a World Heavyweight Championship match at a World Title match at WrestleMania. And then Seth Rollins warns CM Punk to stay out of his way. Punk says, well, it's decided. He'll put on a headset and sit next to Michael Cole and Pat McAfee and do commentary at WrestleMania. Punk promises to do something that these two guys can't. That's make them both interesting. So Rollins failed to do that in Punk's 10-year absence. Punk tells him to play his music, and then he walks off. Drew's like, no, we're not doing that. Punk's not going to get the last word. CM Punk, it upsets Drew McIntyre and watches everything he does on social media. And then Seth Rollins super kicks Drew McIntyre, and then he does the curb stomp. This was great. This was tremendous. This went on for a good 20 minutes. I know people were upset about this, but who gives a shit? This was absolutely tremendous. Both The Rock and CM Punk killed it. This was lit. This was lit. I love this. I love this. This was tremendous. If you didn't watch it, go and watch it. You won't be disappointed. Moving on. So, Jey Uso, he gets to go to WrestleMania 40 to have his dream match against his brother Jimmy Uso. It's not fair. Jay's dream has come true, while Nakamura's hasn't. Tonight, Nakamura will turn Jay's dream into a nightmare. Okay. So, Candice LeRae defeats Ivy Nile. Okay. She faked getting her knee hurt. That would be Candice LeRae. I feel so bad for Ivy Nile. I really do wish that she was back in NXT. I really, really do. I don't know why she's not. I don't understand it. Moving on. So, the New Day, they're talking shit to DIY. They don't get each other's names. So, Paul Heyman's talking with Drew McIntyre. And then the Miz and R-Truth, they walk up to them. Awesome Truth. So, R-Truth says this is going to be the best match ever. And then the New Day versus DX, R-Truth told JBL that Awesome Truth will be on commentary. Miz tells him that's not JBL, it's McAfee. And then R-Truth thinks that he's sneezed. So, yeah. So, basically, this leads us into a no contest between DIY and the New Day, because Judgment Day gets involved and they beat down both teams. And then, who gives a damn? Because this was a waste of time. Moving on. So, Jackie Redmond, she asked Cody Rhodes what The Rock said to him earlier. Cody Rhodes said it's something he didn't want to repeat, but it's a promise The Rock cannot keep. So this is great. So this leads us into Kathy Kelly. She's interviewing Gunther. So Gunther says that he would have answered if Sami Zayn hadn't started off like a child. Those words were empty. Deep down, Sami Zayn doesn't believe he can beat Gunther. The people of Chicago don't believe it. Gunther doesn't think Sami Zayn can beat Bronson Reed. And then Kathy Kelly proceeds to ask if Gunther will be out there to scout Sami Zayn. Gunther reiterates that he doesn't think that Sami Zayn can beat Bronson Reed. This is fine. Really cool stuff here. So, Andrade El Idolo, he defeated Giovanni Vinci. So, that's fine, I guess. This actually makes sense. Next, Rhea Ripley, she comes out with Dom. She gets on the mic. She says she feels like a certain someone isn't giving her their full attention. Becky Lynch continues to fight week after week. Rhea Ripley could have gotten her attention by attacking her on one-on-one in many of her matches, but she decided to keep it respectful. Rhea is getting impatient because at WrestleMania is just around the corner. Becky Lynch should be giving Rhea her full attention. So Dom tries to get on the mic, but Becky comes out. So Becky says she didn't have to wait for Ripley to have a 25-minute match to feel safe to come on out and confront her. That's what Rhea has done to her. Becky could never do that because Rhea doesn't compete on Raw anymore, which is kind of true. Rhea asked why she would wrestle before the biggest match of her career. She doesn't have to prove herself week after week. Becky Lynch says that's the problem. There are two different interpretations of what a champion is. To Rhea Ripley, it's posting her ass online to get attention. To Becky Lynch, it's busting her ass 9 in, 9 out to prove herself. There's always going to be someone newer, younger, and hotter. The long game is skill, merit, and survival. It's how you come back from not being the chosen one. Rhea hasn't experienced that yet. At WrestleMania, the man will give her a new experience. So, Rhea says that Becky's right. She's been through everything. Becky's a survivor, but she reminds Rhea of something. Becky Lynch is a cockroach. She's hard to kill, but it's not impossible. At WrestleMania, she won't take it that far because she wants to leave her alive so she can sit on her couch and do what she does. Rhea wants Becky Lynch to stand next to her daughter and listen to her call Rhea mommy. So then this infuriates Becky Lynch. So Becky says that's Rhea's one and only pass. If she ever mentions her daughter Rue again, it'll be the last word she says. It's not just a line or funny. Her dad never got to meet her daughter. He was proud of everything she's done in this ring, but the thing is, he would be most proud of is the mother she's become. It might be a joke to Rhea, but it's not a joke to Becky Lynch. Rhea claims she didn't attack Becky Lynch out of respect, but there's no respect in Rhea. She knows if she attacked Becky Lynch, there's no going back at WrestleMania, and neither will be the same again. So then Becky then gets into Rhea's face. Dom tries to get involved. Dom is punched for his troubles, and then Rhea and Becky have a brawl, which is fine. This is pretty good shit. Pretty good stuff. This was one of the weaker promos of the night, but all in all, it was pretty good nonetheless. So this does make their match a little bit more exciting. Moving on. So, Sami Zayn is walking backstage. He sees Chad Gable talking to Max Dupree. Chad Gable wants to talk about what happened to them last week. Sami Zayn says he's fine with it. He wants to make Gunther eat his words. Chad Gable says Gunther wants to ruin Sami Zayn's focus. Sami Zayn needs to focus on the task at hand and get his head out of his own ass. Sami Zayn says that Chad Gable's right. WrestleMania is 2 weeks away. Sami Zayn knows what he has to do tonight and appreciates Chad Gable saying that. So then they shake hands. So Sami Zayn then proceeds to lose to Bronson Reed because Gunther got involved. He came out and distracted Sami Zayn. And this allowed for Bronson Reed to win the tsunami. So that's fine. So Jey Uso says that Shinsuke Nakamura has been sleeping on him for far too long. Tonight, he'll get woke. So Solo and Jimmy Uso, they walk up to Jay. Jimmy says no yeet, and then he laughs. And then Jay sneers at his bros. So that's good. Really good stuff there. So Sami Zayn is pissed off. He's flipping out backstage from losing. So Chad Gable comes up and tries to calm him down. Sami Zayn says that he knew that Sami Zayn says that he knew what Gunther was doing and let him get in his head. How did it happen? With everything that's at stake. So Chad Gable says that's what Gunther does. Sami Zayn's one of the best that Chad Gable's ever been in the ring with. Gunther's going to try to break him down with doubts. If he's going to get to WrestleMania with his hand raised at the end, he'll need a different approach. If Sami Zayn's ready to make a different approach, they can talk. So this is fine. This is fine. Great stuff. Great stuff. Again, I don't understand why we're doing like Rocky, but it does make sense. This leads us into the main event. So, Jay Uso was going to get ready for his match. Seth Rollins comes out and says something doesn't feel right, and then he tells Jay to go get that W. And he and Cody have the back of Jey Uso. So this leads us into the main event. Jey Uso defeats Nakamura via the spear. Post-match, we have a massive brawl involving Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre, Jimmy Uso, and Solo Sikoa. And then Cody Rhodes comes out as well. They have a little brawl. The Rock comes out, beats Cody down from behind. The Rock and Cody, they go back into the parking lot. Rock beats the shit out of Cody. He bounces him off of a table. He throws a garbage can at his head. The Rock then takes out some tools. He doesn't use them. He throws Cody into a metal barricade. And then Rock says, "Look what you did now. Did you think that you let The Rock allow you to talk trash?" So then Rock rips Cody's suit. He throws him out in the cold Chicago rain. Rock says that he's the final boss. He was never going to let this piece of trash say what he wanted. It didn't have to be like this. This is all because Cody Rhodes stuck his business in the Rock business. Then Cody Rhodes gets busted open. This is great. The Rock slaps Cody. He shows the blood off of his knuckles. Rock slaps Cody in the face. So Rock then grabs the wrestling belt. It's white and says Mama Rhodes. And he begins to wipe Cody's blood on it. And then The Rock then grabs Cody Rhodes. He puts his blood on the belt. The Rock holds up a bleeding Cody Rhodes. The Rock says, "This is what's going to happen at WrestleMania." Her son's blood. Cody Rhodes, Daddy talked about hard times. Dusty never knew about hard times. The Rock would tell him about hard times. The Rock says, "This is what happens when you fuck with the final boss." This is great. And then The Rock sends Cody into the bus one more time. The Rock says it didn't have to be this way, but now it is. And then we see a final shot of Cody Rhodes bleeding, and Raw goes off the air. This was fucking tremendous. This was excellent. I loved every single solitary second of it. This was great. This was absolutely great. Great. Tremendous. I'm on board for this. I really wish that we were just getting Rock and Cody. I ain't gonna hold you guys up. I wish we were just getting Rock and Cody. This is tremendous. I would love it to be Rock and Cody night 1. That would be great. But this was excellent. This was excellent. Excellent stuff. And lest I forget, there was a shot of when they were in the backstage area. We saw a shot of the production truck. It had on there Stone Cold Steve Austin and John Cena. This was all done by design, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because I guarantee you, Cena and Stone Cold Steve Austin will show up. They're The Rock's greatest rivals. 2 of The Rock's greatest rivals. This is going to be great. This is going to be some Avengers type shit, and I am down for it. Raw was tremendous. Raw was solid. 10 toes down. The Rock and Cody fucking killed it. Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, they fucking killed it. Raw was fucking lit. This show was lit. But what did you guys think? Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.